So that time you have those feelings where you have the hairs in the back of your neck stand up and there's something really gives you that chill. But have you ever experienced it where not only has that chill gone up your back, up your spine, in your skin and your arms, but also it's permeating in your brain and you can feel it tingling away, and you're just really in that state of kind of bliss. And I've experienced it several times, and the first time was at one of these air fests a good several years ago, where somebody was talking about just this general oneness, and the way she explained it, I just got it, I saw it, I had that soul remembrance, and all of a sudden brain just was tingling away. It was pretty phenomenal. So yesterday when I shot the video, that was after 2 different workshops. One of them was like inner child breathwork journey, and the other one was looking at unconditional love. And later on we was at the one of the tents where one of the speakers were, and somebody else who was in the audience with me, she spotted me from the earlier workshop. She was going, "Oh, isn't it great how these 2 workshops married together?" And again, we just started talking about this oneness. We started talking about how the inner child, unconditional love, and the whole kind of conversation was just so synchronistically flowing. Again, it was that soul remembrance. It was like we was meant to be here at that particular time in order to achieve that next level of our understanding and awareness. So again, another one of those kind of brain orgasm moments, just sends them chills up the spine. It was so beautiful. Then to actually round the evening off, there was a meditation, and for me it's a bit like a full circle. It really does feel like a coming home, in so much that when I recorded the video the other day about the different adventures that I've been on, my journey, I think it was the title of the video, I talked about one of the very early kind of retreats that I went on, and it was more like a health farm. It was in Mauritius, and every day for at least an hour, I think it might have been 2 sessions, with a guy called Neil from New Zealand. He was a Vedanta teacher, and yeah, his teachings then really sort of like inspired me to actually go out and learn more about these things. So when I actually was sat with another Vedanta teacher last night, she started talking about a few different principles that once you find yourself in everybody. Again, brains tingling away, spine, chills going up the spine, when she was telling me that, because I've gone away looking for that after that very first teaching, and then found that in different guises, different forms, different times. Not fully embodied it, of course, but I do have those moments where I see self, the self. Yeah, beautiful. And then she also says, once you sort of like you see God and you know God, you realise that God's within you. But until you see that, and until you've experienced that, it's hard to explain to other people as such. So it's something that you have to experience yourself. So again, I believe that Neil 13 years ago has said a similar thing, and it was good to come back and see that as a reminder. She talked about the onion, and of course I've come across the onion before, many layers, but the way that she just re-described it as that inner part of the onion, that's your pure essence. And pure essence, that has some kind of magical kind of remembrance, that it's like when I was talking about that drop, that nightmare that I had, and all of a sudden I came out as a drop at the other side. That pure essence was being carried on from life to life. So that very centre part of the onion is that pure essence, and we have all these layers, and these layers are attachments. We're attached to this, we're attached to that. Yeah, and another word she used for these outer layers was like a ignorance. We're really blocked from being from our inner essence by ignorance. So how does that show up? Well, we're attached to the external as opposed to the internal. She used another word. The other words that she used, it was on the same vein, but yes, we're constantly attached to the outside, as opposed to actually looking inside, and so it's that fixation, it's that comparison, it's all these things that stops us from really sort of like remembering our soul remembrance, how beautiful, how powerful, how much love, how loved we are. It's, you know, it's stopping us from actually remembering that. So again, as I say, this whole kind of journey was like a whole full circle. It's coming back round again. So yeah, just a beautiful, mind-blowing experience. So yeah, please do share in the comments whether you've had similar kinds of experience and how those kinds of things have shown up for you. And I will speak to you on the next video. Ciao for now. Bye.